The local option sales tax, also known as LOST, happens every 5 years in the city of Cedar Falls. Residents from 6 different communities, Cedar Falls, Waterloo, Hudson, Evansdale, Raymond, and Elk Run Heights, will all have the option to vote on this sales tax once again, Tuesday, November 5th. The current local option sales tax program expires on December 31st, 2015. This is a vote to extend the local option sales tax for 10 more years through 2025. An estimated 20 to 30% of the tax is generated by out-of-county residents. But before you go out and vote, you should first learn about the 1-cent local option sales tax, or LOST. Ron Gaines is the director of the Developmental Services and explains what it is.
The local option sales tax is a 1-cent sales tax that the communities in the metropolitan area kind of impose on themselves and on the goods and services that are sold within these communities. That local option sales tax is then used strictly in the city of Cedar Falls, is strictly used for the construction of roads and any related infrastructure, any related expenses to construct city streets.
The 1% tax is imposed by the local government on goods and services sold within Black Hawk County. Exempt items include groceries, automobiles, prescription drugs, and other non-sale tax items. So how exactly does this help the citizens of Cedar Falls? 100% of the funds have been used for street reconstruction, resurfacing, and street infrastructure expenses. Each year, the City of Cedar Falls' typical pavement management program consists of full reconstruction of 1.5 miles of streets and the resurfacing of 4 to 5 miles of streets. Since the local option sales tax was first approved back in 1991, 31.5 miles of city streets have been reconstructed and more than 89 miles of city streets have been resurfaced. Here is an example of the resurfacing of City Street. On the left is the before picture, and on the right is the picture of what City Street looks like now. Funding for this project costs around $500,000 per mile to resurface the street. A resurfacing project is where blacktop is laid over the existing damaged roadway. This adds years of life to existing roadway. In some instances, a total reconstruction of the street is the best option. The cost is $1.6 million per mile. Total reconstruction means the old street is torn out and a brand new street is constructed in its place. Over the past 20 years, the 1-cent local option tax has brought in over $78 million, and the street repair program has spent $73 million of that money, leaving a little over $4.7 million to allow the program to completely cash flow itself. So what if there's a no to this vote? The city would take other options in order to fund the street repair program. Those options include possible assessments to the property owners who live among those streets, borrowing money or the sale of general obligation bonds, or do nothing and delay the repair of some streets. Once again, the existing local option sales tax program expires on December 31st, 2015. This November, the vote would actually extend the tax for 10 years.
That vote takes place every 5 years, where the citizens have an opportunity to vote if that's a tax that they'd like to keep going with or not. This particular year, it's up on the ballot again. It'll be on the ballot November 5th. And the only change to the language for the city of Cedar Falls is, instead of a 5-year sunset window, they're looking at actually going to a 10-year sunset window, since it's been so successful and it's been overwhelmingly approved during the past 25 years.
Therefore, if this tax program is approved, it would be in effect as of January 1st, 2016, and extend through December 31st, 2025. Over the years, I'm sure you have driven on these familiar streets that have been funded by the local option sales tax. This summer, College Street had a concrete reconstruction from 18th Street through 20th Street. This costs about $270,000. And most recently, Cedar Heights Drive from Five Seasons Drive to University Avenue also had a full-depth concrete reconstruction, and that estimated around $650,000. Regardless if you are for it or against it, get out there and voice your opinion and vote on Tuesday, November 5th, on the local option sales tax. Reporting for Cedar Falls City News, I'm Bridget Reedy.